Good morning, everybody. This is Patrick MontesDeOca with the Equity Management Academy special update for today, June 18th, 2015. What I would like to do on this segment is simply, once again, review the process that we follow to execute these algorithms that we publish daily, weekly, and monthly for our subscribers. When you get the password, you go to login, members area. You click in your password, and this will take you to the members area. You put your password here. And you see on the right side here a selection of subscriptions that we publish every day. The intrinsic value that we offer our subscribers is that we publish this information a day before. We publish a daily VC price indicator for gold, silver, crude oil, Russell 2000s. We do it for stocks, ETFs, and Forex. And we're expanding into these instruments on a deeper level because we're finding this algorithm to be very much universal in its application. We produce a weekly VC price momentum indicator for gold and silver, a weekly for stocks and ETFs, a monthly for gold and silver, and a monthly for stocks and ETFs. The daily algorithm you get every night by 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and you get basically this information. You have access to this information pretty much by 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so that you can follow the Globex markets if you want to, or you can trade the electronic markets if you want to. This algorithm allows you to deploy a strategy within 23 hours a day. It's an electronic algorithm. It follows the Globex 23 hours a day. And what we teach you basically is that when you start to trade, how do you initiate a trigger point or a signal? And we teach you the methodology that basically for day trading, you have a neutral position, and then you wait for the price to come down to the any of these levels here, and it will activate a new setup. And then depending on where it closes, using the 15-minute bar, it will activate a day trading signal for us. A bob is a bullish signal. Automatically, if it closes above 1181 becomes your stop. Your target is 1187 to 1193. And these are the algorithms that we use basically to produce these results. And as you can see here, this is the daily algorithm that had accurately pretty much identified the trigger point of 1183 as the VC code, or the pivot point for the week, or the metrics for the week. Above the VC code, we're looking at targets of sell 1 and sell 2, very specifically where you would take your profits if you bought it down here. The ideal place to buy is in the blue area, in the blue levels. As you can see here, the buy one level was triggered pretty much at 10 o'clock last night at 1176. It automatically brackets the targets, the levels above, as your targets, and depending on how many multiples you have, you can sell at the different levels of sell 1, sell 2. These are the day trading algorithms, and we produced so far a profit here of 4,220 on a position trade that we've been keeping, that we've been tracking. Everything that we do is pretty much documented. We tell you time and sales, the exactly for the trade. You can verify with the exchanges that this trade did occur, during that time. It did happen. So we were able to produce this profit today. And we've kept this swing trade position here for a few days, since last week. And you can see the results here this morning have been really, really terrific. We've been able to capture for silver $7,925 as well, and you can see here the position that we closed, carrying 5 silver contracts. This is a position trade that we established a while ago, and we've been suggesting our subscribers basically that for the past few weeks, as we come down into these levels, that you should dollar average your position, and basically with the anticipation that a cyclical low is to be completed by June 18th. I've been forecasting and sharing this information with my subscribers, and basically it appears that this signal is being verified today as we're doing this live analysis. And so we took also, as I said to you, the application is universal in the algorithm, in that we took $1,620 on a swing trade on a JNUG position that we purchased a few days ago. And you can see clearly here that the levels anticipated were triggered starting, from 1910 last week sometime. And this was on the 15th at 2:45 a.m. It triggered these levels down here. So what we are able to identify with this algorithm in a very basic concept is that when the market is trading in the blue level, you might say, or the red, the buy one or buy two levels, which are blue, that represents the highest probability to buy the market, activating the levels above as your targets. And once again, we teach you the methodology for you to trigger the signal based on your time of entry in your trading schedule, or your trading routine. So far, it looks like we have met all the targets at the sell 1 and approaching the sell 2 level, and we are in cash with a position of a profit of $1,620. What I want to show you here is that this information, once again, the red lines were published, the red numbers were published yesterday at 7 o'clock, and the high today was 1026. We were anticipating a high of 1026 last night. It came in exactly as expected. The targets, obviously, as you can see here, are being met. In silver, last night we published target sell 2 level of 1643. And you received this information, last night. If you want to see the date of the algorithm, just put the date above here, and it basically gives you the latest algorithm. And here we can see the target levels have been met in silver as well. This algorithm is so far given us a very, very high probability of success, and I'm going to go through the numbers a little later on and show you the percentages and so on. But where we are right now is that we have taken positions on a swing trade. We use the weekly algorithms in conjunction with the daily waves. We use the weekly wave counts, we use the weekly waves and the monthly waves, if I can discuss the algorithms in terms of waves, because this is exactly what they are. And what we look for is for the daily wave to harmonically coincide with the weekly wave that harmonically coincides with the monthly wave. And that is what we call harmonic timing. When we see the price at the same level in all three trends, it's a pretty good probability that that's pretty much the beginning of the next cycle. And that's exactly where we are. We've been anticipating this low here for the past few weeks. We had to take a little heat on a scaled down basis, but so far today, you can see that the market has come back quite a bit on the ETFs that we are positioning in order to manage the risk away from a futures contract overnight to manage an overnight position. And so we teach you this methodology to coordinate and synchronize harmonically the daily levels, the daily waves with the weekly waves, and the weekly with the monthly waves. And so that we can take advantage of the market on a short-term, intermediate, and long-term. We're looking for on the big picture, basically, potentially the beginning of a major cyclical pattern that could last for about 3 years of an uptrend. This is one of the most critical points in time in gold and silver that it seems to validate, particularly today, that this could be the beginning of a major cycle for the next 2 or 3 years. And what we use basically, once again, to identify the entry points on a longer term basis now, we go to the monthly. And if you look at the monthly, this tells you very clearly that if you're short, look to take profits on shorts between this level, the 1162 to 1135. When you look at the low in gold just a few weeks ago, it was 1163. And the market came right down to 1171.90 on 615, and basically the lower level was accomplished as well of 1163. I'm going to put the daily chart just to review the signal, because it is important for you to see how the algorithm was able to anticipate this level here. And this was telling you 1168, or the blue levels, as I said, between 1168 and 1176 to be major support. The low was made on June the 5th of 1162.10. On June the 5th. On May 29, this algorithm was telling you to buy it at 1162. Exit short, 1162 to 1135. The market never had the strength to come down below 1162. So here, once again, you see the incredible synergy that was anticipated from the 29th of May, which is right here on the chart on the left, that was telling you as we come down into this level of 1162 to 1163, you want to buy long. Automatically, it brackets the levels above here that you see that have been accomplished as of today and beyond that. We've met the targets of 1203. The high today was 1205.70, and this was telling you basically that if we go to the weekly, 1192 to 1203 were the targets on the weekly. You can see here clearly this weekly swing trade report gave you precisely the levels almost to a T. So this intelligence is highly accurate. In fact, once we publish the information, then we update this information in our website, in our homepage, and we show you, and we break it down. We break down the numbers, the performance numbers, and you can go to ema2trade livesignals.com, where we document the trades that we do in the room with time and sales, and after they've been reviewed and audited, then we post them here to give you the metrics of the algorithm. And what you see here is that since we started trading live signals in the room, executing live trading signals in the room, we are up $274,209 on a $50,000 account, 102% year to date, and we're running 63% profitable trades with a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Our largest loss was $5,725. Our biggest gain was $15,025. Now, what is really exciting is that the swing trading program is running at 93% probability of success. And you can see here all the trades that we have done. If you click on swing trades, you can see the chart, the equity curve. These are not back-tested signals. These are not hypothetical. These are real live signals executed with time and sales that you can verify. Here, in the month of June, so far we haven't posted, but you can see the phenomenal results of the program, running 94% probability simply by clicking on each month. And what you'll see here is that we run 3 or 4 or 5 months profitable sometimes in a row. In this case, from February to April, it appears. We do take losses, but it's all part of the process in that we manage the losses to a minimum and we maximize on the profits using primarily one contract. We are testing the program for multiples, more than, up to 5 contracts, and we're beginning to see that we're having some really, really phenomenal results. You can go to day trading here, the tab, and what this will do is it will give you all the trades once again, completely transparent with their time and sales, entry points and exits. And so far this month, besides what we did today, you show here that the month of June day trading, we're up 1,400, and the losses have been minimal. And we obviously, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades, two are losses. So you can confirm the metrics if you want to see how real the system is. But I do want to emphasize something. We are not brokers. We are not money managers. What we do is we have an algorithm that we produce that is proprietary, that essentially gives you the opportunity for you to empower yourself and to basically learn how to apply this algorithm for the benefit of your own account. You are the master of your account. We don't tell you what to do, or except that we give you the intelligence of entry and exit that's showing 94% profitable trades. What you do with that information, basically, once again, is up to you and your ability and your experience in trading these markets. If you need any assistance, we have consultation that we provide to give you some guidelines and formulas that you can follow. But you can review everything here. It's completely transparent, and what you'll see here is that the numbers that we produce are real numbers. And so we are completely transparent, truthful, and profitable as Dr. Dean Handley, PhD, MBA, JD, a renowned expert in evaluating futures trading rooms, has stated. You can go to testimonials and you can see the testimonials that we have received so far, and this page is getting very big, very fast. You can see the videos, you can see all our trophies, so to speak, that we've had. We appear to be running as the top or one of the top Trade Titan rooms, according to Dr. Dean Handley. Any information, any further information that you would like to receive from us, please feel free, under no obligation, to contact us. And you can do so by calling us toll-free at 877-733-1511, U.S. toll-free, and direct line is 805 area code 418-1744. Or you can email us at support@ema with the number 2trade.com. That's support@ema2trade.com. Once again, this is Patrick MontesDeOca. It's been my pleasure to share this incredible tool with you, and I look forward to next time. Until then, good trading. Take care.